Hey, what's going on, Strat Soldier for the weekend shift? What is going on? How you guys doing? Oh man, the Strat coffee mugs are here. Let me see. Oh crap. Let me see. Let's do it. The Strat Soldier coffee mugs are here. They're real. If you're watching me on whatnot, your screen, you're going to be seeing a green screen and a bunch of other stuff that, that you're not seeing what you're seeing. We should be seeing on YouTube. Go hit me up over on YouTube. And for everybody else, thank you so much for being here. Thank you. We got new people in here. We got Tay Drums in here. We got Beach Bums in the house. Marlon B. Hope you got that coffee mug. That Strat Soldier coffee mug is coming your way if you haven't got ready. Ryan got his. Terry Baker got his. What I really like about people that get this, for the people that do get this coffee mug, what I really like is whatnot, the shipping, they give me the shipping label, and I know exactly who to ship it to, and then you don't have to worry. I don't have to worry about any of the shipping, handling, and all that crap. And it's a really easy process is what I'm trying to say. And if you get one of these coffee mugs, you get access to Hammer in Force and also 0-2 trading. Those also come with bonus vids. Ooh yeah, start your whole trading career like now. Start it now. So again, go find me over on YouTube. Type in the Strat Soldier. Let me type this in here. Go find me on YouTube right now. I haven't figured out all how to stream on different platforms and everything like that all at once and do all the things. I'm working on it. All right. So again, if you're watching me on whatnot, the experience for you is going to be a little different. And then for you guys in here that are watching me on the weekend shift, if you go find my link on Twitter, I already posted it. Let me see if I can stick it in here real quick. But you can get in there and get you a Strat Soldier coffee mug. Let me see if I can get that going. I'll put the link in here real quick. Strat Soldier coffee mug, again, that'll get you access to 2 ebooks. Let me see. What am I looking at? This week was pretty good. It was a pretty good week despite all the news in the markets. Goodness gracious. Despite all the news, it was a pretty good week. I got about 10 more minutes left in my intro, and then we're going to be looking at what happened last week. We're going to be looking at actionable signals. We're going to have fun. All right, this is what we do. We're going to have fun. Let me see. Where's my... Let me see. I know I posted it. What the heck? Where's my whatnot thing at? Where is it at though? Where it's at though? I'll have to put it in there later because I don't want to waste your guys' time. Where the heck's the link at? I know I posted it. I'm probably just looking over it. Oh, there it is. What am I doing? Of course. Oh, I see. It posted it as a video instead of the daggone stupid link. Why do computers? Jeez. For whatnot? Let me see. Will it give me the link? Copy link. Let's see if it'll just give me the link. Paste. All right. Here's. Go get a coffee mug. What not on whatnot. All right, let's post that, and then let me know if that works. It should work. Again, you get a coffee mug, you get access to 2 ebooks. That's going to start your trading career. All right, get you trading the Strat the right way. What's up? Chuck is in the house. That's awesome. Good morning. Aaron Bailey in the house. Fire those cannons. Boom, boom. That's right. That is right. I got a machine gun up here. I got a machine gun up on the top of this tank. All right. That's my secondary weapon. That's why I trade them options, or I trade them futures. You know, you got grunts running around. You know, you might need to spray them targets real quick. But then I go right back to this tank. These are my stocks. These are my stocks up here. You guys watching me on whatnot, you don't know what you're looking at. You're like, wait a minute, what? Go find me on YouTube, all the special effects and all that stuff. Let's look at what, we're going to look at some funny, let's go see some funny stuff over on Twitter real quick. I don't have so much to say on the intro, but thank you so much for everybody being in here. This was fun. The Strat Warriors had a great coaching session this morning, great coaching session. I also did a training video for the Weekend Shift crew and the Strat Warriors. All right, those are the members on that YouTube channel. Get in there. You know, you don't have to be in there for months and months. Just get in there, get some of these videos, learn the Strat for real. Learning the Strat on the street is dangerous. All right, there's all kind of people asking me, was it F2? Is Mr. F2 Rev in here yet? He's not in here yet, but someone was asking Mr. F2 Rev about daggone failed 3. A failed 3? What the heck is a failed 3? Get out of here with that crap. Get out of here with that. A failed 3. You crazy. Yeah, JD says, let's go, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's look at some Twitter stuff just for funsies. Let's laugh a little bit before we get into these charts. Let's do it. All right, here we go. Let's see what anything funny, anything funny happened in the markets last week. This thing is funny. I don't know if it'll play the sound and everything. Probably not. But I'm like, you think, oh, that's Whatnot. I'm sorry, that's a different video. But this video right here, I'm like, you think I'm afraid? You think I'm afraid of a bad trade? No. No, small losses. I take small losses, all right? Small. I don't get in there with 500 contracts. I don't get in there with 3,000 shares. You create a small position. If you can buy 10, buy 5. If you can buy 5, buy 2. Start the small position, wait for those actionable signals, and then work it as it's going, all right? Someone said failed 3s. Yeah, a failed 3 is crazy work right there. You trying to trade a failed 3, you got bigger problems. Let's see if we got anything funny out here. You can go check me out on Twitter right here, The Strat Soldier. Make sure you got that blue check mark. There's some scammers out there, and they copy everything, even the website, which is weird. I should be thanking them, but it's probably a fake website too. So be careful. What's up? Terry Baker's in the house. He's seen that behind the scenes back there. I've been posting the Weekend Shift and streaming it on Twitter live, and it's getting crazy amount of views on Twitter, so I'll keep doing that. Let me see. Yes, you are doing better than you think you are. Right? Don't give up. All right. We had some people, had some good weeks, and then we had some people that had some bad weeks this week. That's okay. And bad. What I mean by bad is they took losses more than they thought they would. Okay. Trust me, it's okay. You're doing better than those people that just trade indicators and they don't know. And right now, what they're doing through the weekend is asking themselves, did I get in too early before the before the MACD crossed? Do I not have enough SMAs on the charts? Maybe I need to add another SMA. Maybe it wasn't a cup and handle. Maybe I was looking at the wrong time frame for these patterns. Like, we don't do that in the Strat, all right? We don't have to mess around with all that stuff in the Strat, right? Right. And then Walgreens has been delisted. I was talking to JJ last night or yesterday. I'm going to be posting. We did another Enforced podcast together, monthly recap. I'll be posting that today. And yeah, he talked about it, and I was like, what? And he was like, yeah, Walgreens is gone. And I went to Dow Jones, scrolled all the way down. There it is, WBA, line right across, like delisted. So they're talking about Robinhood getting in there and taking over that spot. So it looks like I need to. Maybe I need to revamp my watch list for my ETFs because there's been some changes. But yeah, delisted. That's for real. That's real news. Okay, go check out our Alyssa. She's doing really good. She shows you guys how to trade credit spreads. All right, she's really good at what she does. I like this, and I didn't get very many likes on this meme, but I don't care. This is funny to me. I think this meme is hilarious. Inside on the 60 minute, like you just sitting there like, you know, you waiting, you know, it's like, come on, man, what we doing? Come on. I don't know. I thought that was hilarious. Yeah, it's not hard. It's just new. All right. You got it. You got this. Yeah, wait for the actionable signal to go in force. Waiting for it to go in force. Yes, Marlon B says Walgreens went private. That's right. Yeah, people make up new things all the time. I'm telling you what, I'm going to have to shut it down. I'm going to have to shut them down when somebody comes out here talking about a scenario 4. I'm like, no. Oh man, I love this one. This was a funny meme too. It's like we got Strat, you know, we got a Stratter as a day trader, Strat as a swing trader. It's the same picture, all right? It should be calm and precise, all right? You're waiting for actionable signals going force. You know when to get in, you know where to put your exits, all right? Awesome, too much fun. Too much fun. I love it, I love it. Let's see, let's see. Oh yeah. Yep. To-do list, you know what I mean? What are you doing today so that you're still a profitable trader in 2030, all right? I know this week was, you know, good or bad, all right? And hopefully it was good. But then, you know, you have those situations where, you know, you're still learning. You know, even if you just broke even, what are you doing so that you're still trading in 2030? What are you doing, all right? I hope that you are, you know, back testing, learning from your mistakes, and the strat is quantifiable, all right? It's quantifiable. That means we can measure it on the charts. We know what happened. We know mini mines, 3M to the lows, death, all right? Let me see. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's cool. I don't care what anybody says. I got what's his name? His name is Techno Sucks, but he hates when I use AI. He's been bashing my Tesla trades. I don't know. I can't make this guy happy. I don't know. But I think this is pretty awesome. I don't care what anybody says. That's pretty cool. IBRK will replace Walgreens on the S&P 500. Yep. Okay. IBRK. Got to get that bread. The bread must be obtained. Yep, there's Aaron Bailey with that coffee mug. Heck yeah, I'm so happy those things came out really well. I love them. They're great. Again, get one of these coffee mugs. You get access to 2 ebooks, Hammer in Force and Zero to Trading. All right. I'm talking too much. Let me see if there's anything else in my on the charts I want to look at. Pacey. We drew these zones using Sidekick on TrendSpider, and these zones lined up really well, and the price went to the line and came right back down. All right, very good. Go look at TrendSpider Sidekick. That was very good. That worked out so good. So last thing I want to talk about before I get into what happened last week is there's these people out here that says, you know, you need to be trading the domino effect. You need to be trading the domino effect. All right, so the domino effect, you need to ignore the domino effect and start trading combinations, all right? That means combinations is like you're looking at the charts, all 4, monthly, weekly, daily, 60, and you're saying, okay, how many actionable signals do I have when they go in force? And then you're looking for places to add to those winning positions, all right? You're looking for places to add to those positions to keep going to the highs, right? That's what you want, all right? People that are taking a 2-2 reversal on the 15 minute or the 30 or the 60 when it's red on the month, red on the week, and a red on the day, ignoring all the other time frame continuity, trying to do some domino effect crap, they're getting kicked in the face every time. Oh man, I loved it. I love this meme. I don't know, because it's hilarious. Because like I'm gonna save the day. Hulk Hogan was always like, I'm gonna, you know, when he starts shaking his fists, you know, and he's gonna stand up, you know, and because he's getting beat up and he wins the match somehow. No. This is a mess. Don't take trades when it's not following who is in control, the buyers or the sellers. These lunchbox breaks, those are fun to do. I've been doing that still. There's the link for the Strat Soldier coffee mug. Get you one, and then yeah. So the last thing I want to say is last day of the month, last day of the week was yesterday. everything starts all over. All right, all 4 time frames start over. Let's look at what happened last week. Let's do it. All right, what happened last week? Last week we had a pretty decent week. Let's go to decent week. When I trade, I have all 4 time frames up just like this, and this shows me what? Come on now, say it out loud. Time frame continuity. That's right, time frame continuity. And it's like the weather, it's always there. All right, green means buy, red means sell. Right now, for the end of the month for August, green on the month, green on the week. Yesterday was 2-2 down on the day. And then for the 60s, 60-minute charts, it went 2 down and then just traded sideways, all right? Sideways, not a lot going on. And for everybody out there on Whatnot, get you one of these coffee mugs, all right? Get one of these Strat Soldier coffee mugs. You'll get access to 2 ebooks. I talk about this stuff in there, all right? So trading sideways, not doing much. So if you didn't get anything here on this very first hour and it did nothing the rest of the day, that's fine. If you traded other things because SPY was 2 down on the day, that's even better. All right, you can look at this and go, it's 2 down on the day. I'm going after everything else that's 2 down on the day. If you go to our weekend shift watch list that I create every Saturday, right here, we had 3 already in force to the downside. All right, it's 2 down on the day in SPY. I know let's go after the ones that are getting wrecked. All right, the lion does not go after the sleek, beautiful, strong, elegant gazelle at the front of the pack. It doesn't. All right, the lion does not go after the gazelle at the front of the pack. It goes after that rinky-dink, uncoordinated, hobbling around. It's only got 1 horn because the other one's broke because it got it stuck in a tree last week. Like this one's dead because it can't make it with the rest of the pack. So when SPY is going down, go after the ones that are already getting beat up. All right. Don't go after something that's really super strong like Carvana, hammer in force on the week, hoping that this scenario 3 really takes it all the way down. No. You want to go after something like AMD, automatic money destroyer, showing its true colors again, full time frame continuity to the downside. What? Yeah. Yes, full time frame continuity to the downside. So we're going to be talking more about this, but this was perfect for Friday, all right? Perfect for Friday. 2-2 reversal back down on the day, all right? Perfect. So, again, when SPY is going down, you're going to look for those sectors that are doing it, all right? Dow Jones, pretty much the same thing, but it came back up. It ends as a hammer on the day. And insight on the week for next week, pointing more toward the high. So Dow Jones is going to be a lot stronger for next week and next month. And we have a shooter on QQQ. All right, 2-2 reversal back down on the day in QQQ. For the Strat, for the weekend shift crew and the Strat Warriors, I created a video just for you guys called Let Them Open. And I talk about the first hour and a half of the stock market opening and how you should be thinking and how you should be looking at these charts. You should not be hitting buttons the first 15 minutes of the day. As soon as the market opens does not mean start hitting buttons. It means wait, hold on, let's wait. Wait, see where the buyers or sellers are going. See where the buyers or sellers are really, see where they're really at. Mr. Luciano is in the house. You're here, man. That's awesome. That's all that matters. And you're here. So you want to wait the first 15 minutes, all right? You can wait the first half an hour. And if you're a very conservative trader, you can wait a whole hour, all right? And the flip happens at the bottom of the hour. That's it. That's the only place the flip happens, the bottom of the hour. There's another company out there saying it happens every time there's a new bar. It's a new flip on the 15-minute. Wrong. Let's look at small cappers just for Marlon B. He's the only person I know that trades small cappers, and it's 2 up on the week and 2 up on the month. Small cappers actually looking really good. Really good. Small cappers looking really good. No actionable signals for next week, really, but it's doing well. Doing well. Let's look at the multi-view for the rest of the sectors. Excuse me. Let's change this to the weekly chart. Time frame, this is TrendSpider. They're doing a Labor Day sale, use my link in the description to get a discount, deep discount on TrendSpider, all right? They're letting people like try TrendSpider for like $7, all right? It's amazing. Weekly chart on UVX going to the lows. Okay, so here's all the charts for XLK Tech. Shooter on the week on tech going to the lows. All right, we'll blow that up for you. Shooter on the week in tech. For the people on Whatnot, you got to go to YouTube. You search me out on YouTube. You'll see all the charts and everything I'm talking about right now. Okay, all right, and then and so shooter on the week in tech and XLU 2-2 reversal back down on the week. No actionable signal for tomorrow. For XLE, this was interesting. You know, it's still going to the highs, but it's going to the highs. That's great, but it's all stuck in this mother bar problem back here. Ouch. Ouch. What an ET said. Ouch. Let me see here. Is my effects working? Let me see if my special effects are working. I got to turn it all the way down. Here we go.
That's a mother bar issue.
That's a mother bar issue right there, okay? That's a mother bar problem. All this stuck in this, okay? Let me see. XLE, Labu, Biotechs, not doing a whole bunch inside week for next week, but it is trending up. But it's doing very slowly moving up. The problem with Labu is you got RFK telling everybody we're getting rid of big pharma, we're getting rid of big pharma commercials. You can't, so it's really messing things up. Shaking my head. Marlon B says shaking my head. We're gonna get to it. We're getting to it. XLV, hammer on the week and inside, hammer on the week. So that's an actionable signal for next week. We'll put that in the watch list. XRT retail, shooter on the day. Shooter on the week. Shooter on the week. This is interesting because we have Halloween coming up. We got Thanksgiving. We got Christmas. You know, so the last quarter of the year should be really good for retail. You know, you see me out here on Whatnot. Come on, get you a Strat Soldier coffee mug, all right? And you get access to 2 ebooks. And for shaking my head, that ends as a shooter on the week. The magnitude is 281.08. All right, shaking my head. I call semiconductors SMH. I call it shaking my head because sometimes it don't make sense. Sometimes it just don't make sense. All right, like that goes in force below 288.98, and that gets all the way down to 281. That, you know, we'll see what they want to do there. And then XLP consumer staples, 2-2 reversal back down on the week this week, and it hit magnitude. That's a win. All right, that's a win for this week. I'll talk about that on the weekly watch list. Let's go back. So not really no actionable signals for next week except for tech. We got tech, healthcare, retail, and SMH. What am I saying? We got a lot of actionable signals for next week. Okay, we got a lot to look at. All right, so this area here. All right, and then I got a couple more minutes. When I'm talking about when we talk about trading simultaneous breaks, you want to trade stocks in the same sector doing the same thing. Your trading will be so much easier doing it that way. It will, I promise. Why? Because if they're shorting all the tech stocks and you are shorting those same tech stocks, all right, in the same sector, if you create 5 winning positions and they're all doing the same thing, it's so much easier to manage. Okay. Now, if you like maybe you got 10 trades, maybe you're really good. You got 10 opening positions. 10 open positions. All you have to do is just manage those, and then once they start moving back up and they're no longer in force and they reverse back up to the upside, you take profits on those things. You know, maybe you got 5 winning positions, and then 2 of them get stopped out, and you still have 3, and then you add to 2 of them because the third one's not really moving a whole bunch, so you add to 2, and then the third one of them gets stopped out, and those 2 that you added on to are still good, still going to the highs. All right, that's how you do that. And in that, if those other, if there are other stocks in that sector that go and force to the downside, your count starts all over. You got 2, now you got 3 open positions again. It all starts over again. That's trading simultaneous breaks. Do you look at Bitcoin or Ethereum? No, I don't trade Pepsi points. I don't trade Pepsi. I call it crypto Pepsi points. I know, and that's okay if you do. If you trade crypto, that's okay. The strat still works for you. It will work for you. I don't trade it because you can't buy stuff with it. I know I've seen it. People are starting to show me videos of people like buying, Starbucks with Bitcoin. People are, in Venezuela, like cryptocurrency is like their currency right now. That's good for them. But no, I don't look at that stuff. Personally, I say if you trade crypto, make your money and then do whatever you have to do to get it exchanged into regular US dollars, something that people will accept. When I can start paying my house payment with crypto, then we can start talking. then we'll talk about it. All right. Yeah, let's see here. Mr. Luciano says, yeah, that company keeps adding new things to the strat. Yeah. If Rob didn't say it, then it didn't apply. It doesn't apply. Yes. I mean, that's true. Now there's people that will, I know I said that wrong. I know I said the Ethereum. I say it wrong every time. There's people out there like want to add to the strat, the strat plus, or, the strat this, or this plus the strat. Like, nah. No. I'm okay if you want to, build on what Rob did and then continue on, but don't, teach people the basics first. Teach people how to trade the strat for real first, and then you can act, do cute stuff. Mr. Leo says the other company. That's funny. Aaron Bailey says my best week trading all year has been the second week of each month. Ooh, that's good. I wonder what's up with that. Maybe the first week, just like we look at the trading, we look at the week. Mondays usually we do the least. Maybe that first week you're just watching price action, see where things are going to be sitting at, and then bam, the next week you're like, now you're really hitting them because you know where the buyers or sellers are at. Maybe that's it, man. Can you buy Can you buy PSL with Bitcoin? I don't know. Maybe you trade crypto and then take it all and put it in your stocks. Maybe that's it. Maybe you fund your stocks with crypto over the weekend while the market's closed. The market is closed on Monday, Labor Day. Market's closed on Monday. All right? Get you one of these Strat Soldier coffee mugs. All right? It's in the link. All right? The link. Get you one of these Strat Soldier coffee mugs. Get you a couple ebooks. Do some training over the weekend, okay? It's the bottom of the hour. It's time for Actionable Signals. Let's get to Actionable Signals. Let's do it. All right, we got the helmet on. We are safe. We ain't banging our head around in this tank. All right, we're in the tank now. So let's look for actionable signals for next week. We're going to quickly go down what happened last week and what was good, what was bad, all in between, the good, bad, and the ugly. All right, let's look at, we're going to do this quickly. All right, we didn't have so many actionable signals last week. And the week before, it was really long, so sorry about that. Let's see, we got one BR. It waiting for us at 260.04, and it hit magnitude. That's a win. That was awesome. All right, Big Bear. I got Big Bear off of off of Whatnot. Some guy suggested that on Whatnot. Big Bear that hit 212 down. It didn't hit magnitude, but it did start going to the lows. All right, you can still be in that. XLP 2-2 reversal back down, shooter in force, that hit magnitude. That's a win. All right, that's 2. Garage Salon Momo hammer in force on the week, it hit magnitude. That's a win. Carvana hammer in force on the week, it didn't hit magnitude, but you can still be in that. No reason to get out. We're not going to call that a win on the show, all right, just because we want to keep things simple for the new people. Glow, it went in force, came back up, now came back down. Now you have like, I don't know if I'd call that a shooter. Looks like it's going to open up inside week for next week, but it did hit magnitude. That's a win. That's 4 wins for last week. Tesla hammer in force. It hit magnitude right there at 349.34 and then came back down the last 3 days. That's fine. They took some profits, but you do have a shooter on the week for next week. We'll see what they want to do. Do they really want to wreck them? All right. Do they really want to wreck them? I see the chat moving. Heck yeah. Air Bailey said, heck yeah. If you're part of the Weekend Shift crew, get in there. You got these emotes. You got these Strat Soldier emotes. You got the hammer in force emote. I need a shooter emote. That's what I need. I need some cannons and other stuff in there. Shaking my head. Did go hammer in force, but it came right back down. Now shooter on the week. We'll keep that on the list for next week. OKLO. Went in force right at $72.43. Did not hit magnitude. It's okay. SMTC. Oh yeah, SMTC.
The 322.
Back to the highs. Went through all of these targets. Still good. No reason to get out of that. Yes, it was 2-2 reversal back down on the day for Friday. No reason to get out. That's a win. We're up to 6 winners for last week. All right. Mini mines, all right, Triple M. A lot of these stocks I talk about, Rob had nicknames and I have nicknames too, all right? It's just a fun thing. Mini mines, insight on the week for next week. We'll leave it there. We'll leave it on the chart. Nothing, all right? AVGO, went in force, 2 up on the week, did not hit magnitude. Now it's a shooter on the week. Ouch. Now, a lot of these are repeats from last week. It happens, all right? That's okay. I'd rather have stocks that I'm still tracking from the week prior than trying to scramble around and try to find new stocks. Like, come on, man, come on. No. So AVGO, not a win. Looks like it's going to go to the downside. All right, we'll see. Nvidia had earnings, missed earnings. Bad. All right, they said, take my money, get me out of Nvidia. Now, it's not too surprising. It's at all-time highs, all right? It's at all-time highs. So now we have a possible 2-2 reversal back down on the week. Let's make that yellow. Go find me, you guys out there on Whatnot, find me on YouTube, all right? So you can see these charts. That's going to go in force below 173.92. USAR, insight on the week. We'll leave it on the chart for next week. It did go 2 up, but didn't go very far, all right? Didn't go very far. USAR. Amazon inside on, it did go 2 up, but then now it's a shooter on the week. All right, it did nothing. Marlon B said, thank you so much. Let me get this super chat. That's what Marlon B says. All right. Oh, they got a couple more. Can I do a couple more? All right. The rule is if you use a super chat on YouTube, I got to stop at what I'm talking about and talk about what you want to talk about. Marlon B says, here you go. Let me look at these stocks. He said, let me look at these. All right. I got one more. Let me do one more. Marvell wrecking the rest of the semiconductors as well. Look at this. Golly. Man.
Fatality.
Wow. To the lows, getting killed. Marvell. They're like, my bad. Marvell. What does it say on Benzinga News here? Marvell stocks plunge as Wall Street warns of limited near-term growth prospects. All right? Limited near growth prospects. Marvell Technologies Q2 results beat expectations, but Q3 guidance fell short, leading to price forecast cuts and concerns over near-term outlook. This has been Zynga News. That's on TrendSpider. All right, if you need they're doing a sale on TrendSpider. If you need a little bump, get in there. Wow, man, Marvell really crapped the bed on that one, didn't they? Jeez. If it's your guidance, why wouldn't you say, yeah, we're gonna do great in Q3? That's so stupid. You're gonna get out here and be like, oh man, it's probably gonna be terrible in Q3, right? No, man, you say it's gonna be awesome. Y'all stupid. Marvell's dumb. Whoever right there. Well, we want to be. No, man, you say your company's the best. Idiots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 out of 16 actionable signals. We had 6 that actually hit target. 6 winners out of 16. That's not an A, but hey, it was still good. It was still good week. All right. A lot of those in the now the Strat with the Strat. If the actionable signal is not going for us, we don't take that trade. All right, we don't take that trade. So a lot of these didn't really trigger, and if you did got stopped out, it would have been a small loss. All right. So he says, let me look at AMD. AMD's back with its old shenanigans, automatic money destroyer. AMD's like that bad ex-girlfriend. She's fun. She does all the things you like, but she's crazy. She's crazy. All right. And bad ex-boyfriend too. All right. The toxic ex-boyfriend who won't stop texting you, triple texting you all the time. How come you don't, anyway. What I'm saying is AMD will start going to the highs, making some money, and then they'll just dump it. It puke into the lows. Now we have a shooter on the month. All right, and we're going back through this level of reclaim. Notice it hits the top of the level of reclaim at 186.87 and then stops. Wow, what a coincidence. What a coinky dink, right? That's what it did. Starting to come back down. That goes in force below 158.21. We also have a shooter on the week. And that goes in force at 161.78. The magnitude is 158.36. All right, AMD back to its old shenanigans all over again. All right, all over again. Which ones? Let's see here. I got to clear this list. Let me see if I can remember which ones I said we're going to keep in here. I think mini mines we're going to keep in there. Tesla we're keeping in there. Shaking my head, we're keeping in there. I think we're keeping that one in there too. Amazon we're keeping in there, I think. Yeah. Any ones I missed, we'll find them again. But anyway, AMD putting that on the weekly watch list for next week's shooter and an inside bar on the week. All right. Meta, he said, give me Meta, 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 any stocks you guys want to look at, hit me up. Put it in the chat. Insight on the week for Meta. All right, this thing is coming down from over $800, and now we have a shooter on the month and an inside week. This might be a theme, and that goes in force below 737.42. That first target's going to get hit immediately, and the next target's 693.30. 693. The target's 691.20. All right, sorry about that. And what I really want to do is make this blue and show you this level of reclaim. All right, levels of reclaim. The Fibonacci's are they're just made up numbers. All right, Fibonacci's are just made up numbers. Right here on the week, notice it goes outside of the scenario 3 and it comes back in. All right. And now we're looking at 691 on this. All right, it's going back through a previous range. You always want to ask yourself if is this a momentum trade or is this a retracement trade? Right now we're looking at a retracement trade going back through that old scenario 3. We know the scenario 3s are broadening formations. All right, Meta puker. MSTR, give me MSTR. Booyah. Insight on the week and shooter on the month. It ended shooter on the month. So MSTR, will it keep on? We want to see if this continues to the lows right now. Sellers in control of this one, definitely. All right, sellers in control of this one. What's it doing on the quarterly chart, just for funsies? And then for the Strat Warriors, I already put out a macro vid. Go check out that macro vid. It's too early to say what's going on, but it's definitely a failed 2 on the quarter. What's it doing on the year? MSTR inside on the year. Ooh. All right, we know that it's a consolidation that's forming. It can keep bouncing or keep moving around. I said bounce. Marlon B. See, Marlon B. See, when you keep talking like that, what you do to others. See how you hurt others with your bad language. Let's see. Hood. Is it all good in the hood? Not sure. We got a shooter on the month. This could be some crazy profit taking, and it's inside on the week, and that goes in force below 102.62. The first target's $99.63, and this possible pivot machine gun ends at $93.95. And there's talks about this going into Dow Jones and replacing Walgreens. Okay, replacing Walgreens possibly. Let's see. All right, there you go. Corey's in the house. What's up? It says Strat Soldier, time for weekend shift. That's right. UNH going back through the mother bar on the month. UNH. Did they get a new CEO? Because they're gonna be gunning after him too. Ooh, maybe that's too soon. Maybe I shouldn't make those kind of jokes too soon. Ooh. Anyway, we might get
the 322.
We might get a 322 backup on UNH. We'll see. All right, and it's hammer on the week. All right, we'll put that on the watch list. This might be a situation where you take a small position in UNH. All right, a small one. Will it get all the way back up to the top of the broadening formation at 607.02? Maybe, but it would be nice to start a small position and see if it gets up to 411. All right, $400.11. Calculator time. It's calculator time. All right, so in the last 15 minutes of the show, if you have questions, YouTube and whatnot, if you have questions about the Strat or stocks, period, put it in the chat. All right, put it in the chat. Marlon B is laughing because I said bounce. See, I'm telling you, you know what, Marlon B, you affect the weekend shift crew in the following negative ways. All right, let's say, okay, UNH, it cost $300. It's $309.87 for one of these. Let's say let's make it 316. All right, 316. Austin 316. Stone Cold, if anybody's a wrestling fan out there. Anyway, 316. And let's say our target for next month is 411. I said, okay, 411. Take away 316. All right. That's $95. One share of UNH, if it hits the target on the month, is $95. Okay? I'm sorry you have to wait 4 weeks to get $95. But it's better that there's people out there losing $100 every time they trade. Every time they're going in there with options, they're losing $100 to $200 all the time. Buy one share, just one. All right, you can do math times 2. All right, now you're making some money. All right. Times 5. What's 95? 95 times 5. You got the money? That's $475. You bought 5 shares of UNH and it hits target. That's $475. Maybe I'm doing the calculator wrong. Maybe somebody will come in here and tell me how to do the calculator. Every time I show somebody something, every time I show something, you know why? Corey just said, why are you being fussy? I'm being fussy Because as soon as I show somebody something, there's another person that comes out and says, no, you don't. That's not how you do it. I can do a YouTube video on how to make ramen noodles, and there'll be 3 comments and a bunch more on Twitter talking about, no, you don't need to put water in the pot before you make ramen noodles. You could just put the noodles in there in the pot dry. Like, it's always somebody telling me the opposite all the time. Why was you fussing about the domino effect on? I already talked about it at the beginning of the show, but the reason why I was fussing about the domino effect is because the people are looking at trades, and they're buying 2-tube reversal on the 60-minute, and it's red on the day, it's red on the week, it's red on the month, and you think this 2-tube reversal is going to save the day? Wrong. What you need to do is trade combinations, and I talk about that in the Strat trade checklist. I have a sale going on for Labor Day, the Strat trade checklist on thestratsoldier.com. Use the promo code TIME, T-I-M-E, TIME. That's where I talk about time frame continuity and how to trade these combinations. All right, so in UNH, let's go to AMD. AMD was a lot better example of these combinations. So Corey, this is what I'm talking about. All right, so the first question in the Strat trade checklist, and I told the Strat warriors I won't give you all this, so I'm not going to give you all of it. All right, but I'm going to give you the first one of the Strat trade checklist. All right. How many actionable signals do I have on the charts? How many? Go ahead and put it in the chat. How many actionable signals do I have in the chart? You too, on Whatnot. If you're watching me on YouTube, all right. How many actionable signals do I got? How many actionable signals do I got? Come on now, Corey, I'm waiting. I know you're laughing too, though. How many actionable signals do I got? That's right, Aaron Bailey, just a couple shares. I'd rather buy one share on UNH that's going to the highs, and it goes all the way back up to 600. And I was patient enough to just keep adding to my position as it kept going up. Then it gets back up to the top of the broadening formation. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Come on, Corey, how many actionable signals do I got on the charts? For the people that got me on the big screen, don't worry about it. I'm not going to say no wordy dirts. This is a family show. All right. Marlon B says IBKR is replacing. Oh, okay. So it's not going to be hood. It's going to be IBKR. Okay, I'll change that. Thank you. All right, Corey, I got to keep the show going. Okay, one shooter on the daily. I don't see no shooter on the daily. The week is closed. I'll help you out, Corey. I know. Them other people over there in that other group ain't teaching you nothing. I get it. That other group you following ain't teaching you squat. They ain't teaching you diddly squat. It's fine. I got you. Strat told you got you. All right. What we got? We got 2. Marlon B says we have 2. All right. We got 2 actionable signals. We got a shooter on the month, and an inside bar, and a shooter on the week. That's 2 actionable signals. 1 on the month, 1 on the week. If this week goes in force, hits the first target at 159, and it keeps going all the way down to 150.12, that's going to trigger 2-2 reversal down on the month. All right? That's trading combinations. You don't want to trade the domino effect. You want to trade combinations. They're telling you in this domino effect crap, they're telling you, okay, go down to the 15-minute, find that actionable signal that might trigger the day, that might trigger the week, that might trigger the month. That's what they're telling you. All right? The only way I would even advocate for something like that is if it's full time frame continuity, number 1, and then number 2, once it gets to that, once it does trigger the day, you add. Once it does trigger the week, you add. Once it triggers the month, you add. Okay? That other company is telling you when it triggers the day, we got what we wanted, take your profits, let's wait for it to set back up. That's what they're telling you. That's not how Rob did it. Rob says, who's in control? The buyers or the sellers? Let's look at the monthly chart. Right now, sellers. And it's shooter on the month. What do we got on the week? Actionable signal on the week. If this goes in force, what's it going to create, negate, or do? If this goes in force, it's going to create a 212 continuation down, which is potentially going to create a shooter in force on the month. If that shooter goes in force on the month, I'm going to add. All right, I'm going to add, punch it right in the face. All right, you already punched it in the face on the week. All right, now you're going to come with that cross. Bam, punch it in the face on the week, cross on the month. Beat this thing down. Make that money, Corey. Make that money, Corey. All right, we ain't playing around with no stupid domino effect crap. We're trading combinations. Jab, jab, right. All right? All right, jab, jab, left. I said that backwards. Jab, jab, left. All right, we're going to trade combinations. All right, jab, jab, hook, uppercut. All right, I'm trading all those. Trading all overhand right. Bam. He didn't even see that punch coming. That's what we want to do. All right, Strat Warriors. That's what we do. Then it's game over. Game over. We win. We win. Automatic money destroyer. Come on now, live up to your name. Live up to your name. I can't wait. I'm gonna make a clip of that one, boy, because shout out to Zay. Shout out to Zay out there on Twitter. I know he loves AMD. Woo! She's back to her old tricks again. I told you. Anyway, let's look for some more actionable signals for next week. I'm going to use, you can keep asking questions, you too and whatnot. Keep asking questions. That was a fantastic question, Corey. I was just kind of being a little silly on that. But yeah, that's true. I get out of that crap. In trade combinations. Let's see. Let's go to the Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. This is in the TrendSpider store. Okay, TrendSpider store. Let's switch this to the week. Very easy scanner to use. What did we say? Shooter on tech stocks. All right. Scan. Let's see what kind of shooters we got on the tech stocks. All right, we got a couple. Save. All right, let's look at those really quick. We'll keep on moving. We're trying to get them actionable signals there. You can keep asking questions. What other questions you got about the strat? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. Let's see. Oops. Put it in the chat. Glow with a shooter on the week. I'm pretty sure we already talked about that. And let's get that off the daily. Let's put that on the weekly. Very good. TEL shooter on the week. That goes in force below 204.87. The magnitude's 198. That's just profit taking. If they really want to take that to the lows, that's fine. Weekly watch list. Put that on there. Very good. Let's see here. Scanners. Strat Soldier Weekend. There it is. Let's see if there's anything else. Let's go. Healthcare. Healthcare was also a shooter, wasn't it? Healthcare. I'm going through these sectors individually to speed this process up just for the show. She says no shooters. That doesn't make sense. SMH, semiconductors. Where are you at? Where's my semiconductors at? Semiconductors. I know I got one in here. Where's that? Usual suspects recently viewed. Where's my semiconductors chart? This good. We can just type it in there. Semiconductors. That's the best thing about TrendSpider. Type it in there. Let's see. Any ooh, we got some. Ooh. All right, MTSI below 125.95. The magnitude's 118, and it's red on the month. Kill them. All right. Also, NA, nah, bruh. All right, it's $5.13. I'm gonna leave it alone. That's too close to being a penny stock. Poet, and that goes force below 532, and the magnitude's $4.96. If you want to, you can. I'm not going to touch it. Jesse says, "What is the name of the other companies so I can avoid them?" And you can talk to your friends in the chat. I don't want to blow them up here. I don't want to blow them up. Your other friends in the chat, they know what it is. If they want to type it in there, that's fine. I ain't blowing them up. I ain't gonna blow them up on the weekend shift. They know who they are, and they watching me, and that's it. So let's do this. Oh, people out there on Whatnot, we only got about 4 minutes left. Get one of these Strat Soldier coffee mugs. You get access to 2 ebooks. That's for you two guys too. It's already pinned in the chat. Get you a Strat Soldier coffee mug. All right, that gets you access to Hammer, Enforce, and Zero to Trading ebooks. All right, ebooks, and those come with bonus vids. Start trading. Start learning the strat for real, all right? I'm not talking about some kind of crazy crypto thing. I'm not talking about no crazy, day trading BS. No, this is you learning how to trade for real. All right, everybody's talking about, well, AI is going to take over, and then AI is going to tell you what to trade. You don't think it's going to, how long do you think it's going to take before they really start manipulating AI to get you to start trading junk? How long do you think it's going to take? It's not going to take very long. Once these millionaires figure out, oh, okay, everybody's trusting AI for stocks. All right. Now let's go ahead and put our crappy little stocks in there that we want to pump up and dump. S&P 500 came up with the same tickers. Let's go down to S&P 100. Let's do that. There's got to be more for next week. There's got to be more. It says no. It says no. Okay. I don't believe that. Let's do this. Let's go to, sure, yes. Let's get out of this. Let's go down the S&P 100. If you do not have a trading universe just yet, because you're new to trading, all right, again, get that coffee mug, Zero to Trading. I'll show you how to start trading and then how to even find stocks, all right. S&P 100 index, all right? This is a really good synopsis of the entire market, okay? It goes through tech, it goes through all the sectors, semiconductors, banks, transportation. It goes through all of them, all right? It's a really good one. S&P 100. Apple, what do we got on Apple? Apple's still good, My trading bot, I only got a couple shares in that trading bot because I wanted to trade and make money, and it's up like $40. All right, that trading bot works. That's awesome. That trading bot works, and it's on the 30-minute. Let's do this. This trading bot works. Where are you at? Show me them things. There it is. This trading bot entry right here. And has not got me out yet. I don't know why it didn't get me out down here, but it didn't. All right, still good. It's still good. And it's still in there. All right. Here's my entry right here. All right, low ugliness. All right. I can't remember what my exit was, but it's still in there. It's still good. All right, that's awesome. Just a couple shares. You don't need to buy a whole bunch. I'm not telling anybody to buy hundreds of shares of something, all right? I'm not talking about Lamborghinis and all this other stuff. But I tell you one thing, there's going to be some signs. You see I got a helmet. You see I got some other things going on around here. There's going to be some signs. But I ain't talking about no Lamborghinis and all that crap, all right? I'm a little fuzzy. Give me a second here. All right, my phone died, so the Whatnot show's closed due to power on my phone. That's okay though. You can still get Whatnot and buy those coffee cups at any time. So we're looking for Actionable Signals, ABV, ABV, Hammer, Momo Hammer on the week. Is it all-time highs? Yes, but it has just a little bit more to go if you want that one. Abbott. Man, I want to put Abbott on there because it's an inside bar and a hammer. But Abbott, every time I put Abbott Labs on here, it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. We'll put it on there. ANC, ACN, sorry, inside on the week, ACN. It's 2 down on the month, but it's a hammer. Hammer, one at 265.99. Let's see if we can get that thing back up to 306. Okay. We'll see what they want to do there. Adobe, I'm not going to go through all 100 of them, but that's an inside and a hammer. No, that's 2 up. It's a Momo hammer. But it also is hammer on the month. Let's see what they want to do next week. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Hold on. I just had an idea. Duh. Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. Let's go to the month. Let's go to the monthly chart. Oops. Monthly chart. Let's go hammer. Let's go hammer. See what happens. Okay. We got some. Let's see what we got on the month. Strat Soldier Easy Setup Scanner. We got ANC, ACN, geez. CRM, CRM, hammer on the month. And that goes in force at 258.28. The magnitude is 277.
The 322.
All right, with these outside bars, you want to line them up with actionable signals, all right? Because you know they took them down. You know they can trade it back through. So an outside bar with a hammer, we know what our magnitude is, all right? Very good, very good. Put that on the list. We'll put that on the weekly watch. No, we're going to put that on the monthly signals list. That's what we're going to do. Monthly signals. Where you at? Monthly signals list. HON, Honeywell, inside. Nope. 2 up on the week. Possible hammer right here. This goes in force at 233.09. The magnitude is 241. We'll put that in monthly signals list. And then Visa's at all-time highs anyway. So, but that goes in force at 356.27. The magnitude's 375. All right, a little bit of chunk of change there. That's good. That's good. Let's go shooter. Last scan. I know there's going to be inside bars. Let's go shooter. Let's see what they want to wreck. September, it's okay to not do much on September. Duke, I thought we saw some other shooters. We did, but it gives me Duke energy. DUK Duke. Shooter on the month, that goes in force at 221, and that hits magnitude at 115. All right, inside on the week. All right, we'll put that on the weekly watch list and the monthly signals. All right, that's going to do it. Oh no, wait. I think Marlon B put a little bit more in there. Hold on. Hood's shooter on the month, inside on the week. I'll take that if that triggers. Yes, I think that's already on our watch list. Let me see. Is Hood already on there? Yep, right there. Hood's right there. That's good. Coin and coin. Last ones, last call. Coin, inside on the week, and okay, inside on the week. Okay. Coin weekly signals, ETHI, Etheron, or I don't know how to say it, THA. Yep. Inside on the week, possible 312 down. Could be some profit taking. Inside on the week. All right. Very good. Lego chart. Who? Chat disconnected. Wait, while we're okay. Lego chart. Who? I don't know. Marlon B says it. Yeah, it is. It is Marlon B. It is that one. Okay. All right, we're 5 minutes over. Any last call? Last call for the Strat and all. What do you got? Last call for the Strat and all. What do you got? Last one. I suggest stay away from them. All right. But whatever. IBKR. All right, Interactive Brokers is going to be taking over, and it's shooter on the week. Ooh. All right, shooter on the week. That might not be too good, but let's go ahead and put that on the Dow Jones, and then let's go to Dow Jones. Last call for the Strat and all. Let's go to Dow Jones. All right, and then let's edit this thing because I put Hood in there because I thought that was a surefire thing, and it's not. It's IBKR. So let's get rid of Hood. Save. All right, good. Dow Jones is also another one. If you don't have any stocks in any universe yet. There's only 30 stocks in Dow Jones, okay? Oh, mini mines we're going to put mini mines on the week. That's right. Weekly signals, all right, it's already there. Well, we'll go down these really quick, and this is it. Cat Tractor Insight on the week. Just trying to give you guys some stuff to look at. We got a long weekend. Monday, Labor Day is closed. Things are closed on Monday. Disney Insight on the week. What do they want to do? All right, looks like they want to take it up with a hammer on the possible hammer. I'll put that on the monthly signals. Dow Insight on the week. Oops. Get in the Strat Camp community. If you bought anything for me at all, to include the coffee cup, you have access to the Strat community. Get in there, ask me some questions, send me some charts in the Strat Camp community on the stratsoldier.com. I'll talk about them. I answer them, okay? Put them in there. Put them in there. It's fun. I'm not really too much into Discord. That's why I don't like this. It's too much going on in Discord. I don't like Discords. But this is definitely you're already in your core. You're already on the weekend shift, looking at your coursework, looking at things in there. You might as well get into the community right there on the same website. Post some questions. McDonald's with an inside week. Post some questions. I'll answer them. I've been posting articles in there that I find not necessarily about the strat, but about trading, period. All right. There's a really good article in there called Noisy Traders Approach to Trade. Noisy Traders Approach to Markets. A person that trades fundamentals is considered a smart money trader. A person that trades technical analysis and trades all these actionable signals on the week and the month, not necessarily based on the news or based on any information from earnings or anything like that, that's considered a noisy trader. Okay, that's considered a noisy trader. So yes, us stratters are considered noisy traders. All right, we trade all that noise. All right, that's true. So lots of inside weeks on Dow. That's what I'm seeing right here. Hammer on the week for Verizon if they want to take that up above $44.52. The magnitude's $45. Weekly. Verizon. Nope. Walmart. Doji, but possible 2-2 reversal back up on the week. We'll stick it in there. Filter through these. It seems like a lot. Okay, it does seem like a lot, but filter through those if if it's too much. All right. Wow. Walgreens. Since Walgreens is delisted, CVS going to the highs. They took all their money out of Walgreens and stuck it in CVS. I might start a little position in that. IBM and IBKR. Okay. All right. So here's the watch list for next week. I'll put it in Twitter. I might put it in the description. That's what I've been doing for the Weekend Shift crew and them. I'll see if I could. I'll try it here. I'll try it on this as well. Let me get out of this tank. Hold on. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. DUOL. Duolingo. Yes. Duolingo. I was talking about this. Duolingo. All right. Duolingo. Looks like shooter on the month. Looks like they want to take it down. Wow. Duolingo, monthly signals, and then Cracker Barrel. I want to look at Cracker Barrel. Who even knew this was a stock? I didn't know this was a stock. But the CEO over at Cracker Barrel is a genius. Start all this panic about the logo and changing things, and then get politics involved. Now what? Now everybody's talking about their stock, and what's it do? Go straight to the highs. All right. What's it doing on the month? Possible hammer on the month right at $63.61. The magnitude is $71.27. All right. Wow. We'll put that on the monthly signals chart. Cracker Barrel. Let's go ahead and stick that in usual suspects as well. Usual suspects is a list that I use. I got this from Rob, and these are all stocks that don't really fit in anything else, like CrowdStrike. You know, they don't really fit into any of. D-Dog doesn't fit in any sector. Okay. This is some support and resistance that was drawn by Sidekick, which is the AI trading tool on TrendSpider, and perfect. Look at that! Wow, perfect. You could have traded that. I could have traded that. I didn't, but I could have. Wow, very cool. Very neat. Let me download that. Let me get that on. I'll put that on the Twitters. Very cool. So that AI Sidekick right here, that can definitely draw that stuff on the charts for you. Okay, very cool. But there's all kind of like weird things in here. Neo, piece of junk. People love Neo though. Going back to the highs. Palantir setting up for some downside action. You can see some of these have been delisted. SQ, wow, SQ's gone, wow. So there's all kind of little things in there. Very good, very good. That's usual suspects. So if you don't know where they're going in the sectors, you can go to the usual suspects list. Let me get out of this tank. Hold on a second. Let me get out of this tank. All right. Yes, Starbucks. It's about that time for Starbucks. Give me that spicy latte. All right, that pumpkin spice latte. Delicious stuff. So get in there. There's the pin chat right there. You can also even on that Whatnot store. That Whatnot shows like cut it off because my phone died. But you can get in Whatnot and buy one of these coffee cups at any time. All right. Go to Aaron Bailey's got one. Terry Baker's got one. Get in there. Get a coffee mug. This is your way forward into trading. All right. This is it. All right. This is it. This is your new way forward into trading. No more. Guessing. No more buying crap. All right. No more not knowing what the heck's going on in the stock market. Why? Because you get this coffee mug, you get 2 ebooks, Zero to Trading, and then Hammer Enforced. Those come with bonus vids. Very easy process. It gets shipped to your house. You can drink some coffee with me and laugh on Saturdays as we go through these signals. All right. So and then go to thestratsoldier.com. I got a sale going on for the Strat trade checklist. That's going to show you a lot more about time frame continuity, and then also talk more about how to trade combinations. All right, we don't just take every signal on the screen. The promo code is time, all caps, time. All right, go check it out. And I'll be doing some more videos this week, and we'll be doing a lot more Strat TV, especially on Monday. We'll be doing a lot of Strat TV on Monday, and that's just showing reruns basically. It's fun. I like it a lot. It's a good time. Yeah. Put some of that in that. Yes, put that pumpkin spice latte in that coffee mug. Marlon B, yours is on the way. Heck yeah, so much fun. Thank you so much for everybody being here. Thank you for all your support. Thank you for everything. All right, it's so much fun. And this is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Strat Warriors, weekend shift crew. You want to join them? Get on YouTube. Join the crew. Join the Warriors. All right. I do a lot more extra videos for them, and then I archived all those old videos. They're the only ones that can really watch them, okay? So the only videos that are on my YouTube right now are from 2025. Wait till 2026, and then you'll have like 2 videos for the week, for the weekend shift. I'm like, hey, yeah, Anyway, this is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. Thank you so much for everybody being in here. If you were on Whatnot, watching me on Whatnot, thank you so much. Get your coffee mug, all right? Anyway, this is the Strat Soldier. I don't just trade the Strat, I live it, okay? So don't get triangled out on your personal relationships, all right? If it's inside bar, make a phone call. Drive to someone's house. invite somebody to do something that you normally, you know, we're going to the movies. You ain't never asked me to the movies before. We're going to the movies. All right. Take the kids to the zoo. Do something. All right. And then sometimes it's true. Sometimes we're having a good day, and then there's a big old fat scenario 3 on the day. You're like, oh Lord. So everything was going great, and everything just went up and then down immediately, really fast. What do? Relax. Wait till that scenario 3 closes on the hour. Wait for that hour to close, all right? And then wait for it to consolidate. Rest, chill. And then go get ice cream or something for everybody, all right? And then say you're sorry if you were a part of that, all right? And seriously, I'm being funny, but seriously, do it, man. Next month, next week, all new time frames. That's right, all new 4 time frames. It's going to be awesome. This is the Strat Soldier for the weekend shift. You guys have a good weekend. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.